Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Imagine building your own AI chat system. A system that lets you switch between top AI models like OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, LLaMA, Mistral and DeepSeek. This isn't about chatting with AI. It's about owning your workflow. It's about customizing your experience and creating tools that truly work the way you want. Whether you want better writing, smart automation, or only a private AI assistant, this setup gives you that freedom. And the best part, you can build it without coding. Using tools like N8N and LLaMA. On this channel, we talk about personalized app building and AI workflow automation. So if that's what you love, subscribe and turn on notification. Alright, let's jump in and see how this works. Yeah, this is how our front-end chat interface looks like. It's pretty straightforward. This is where we communicate with the AI agent. We type our messages. And the key concept is here to chat multiple LLM models within the same chat interface. Here we have the option to select whether we want to use the OpenAI LLM model, Anthropic's Claude, Meta LLM, DeepSeek, or Mistral AI. I have selected these 5 LLM models, but there are some more large language models available in the market. Depending on our need, we can select them. If we want to use OpenAI, then now we are chatting with the OpenAI/language model. That's about it here. We also have here to add new chats and search within the previous chat histories. That's about it. And here I have set up to switch between the light and the dark mode. I prefer the dark mode here, and here's the settings tab. That's about the front end. Moving on to the back end. Yeah, this is where the main mechanism happens. The queries we receive from our chat interface will become through a webhook and then will be passed to this basic LLM chain node. From here, we are separating depending on the selections we have made here. The model separator node will send that message to that relevant LLM model. So I have set up 5 models: OpenAI, Mistral, Anthropic, DeepSeek, and Meta. That's about it. So if the user want to check with Mistral, then the message will be go to Mistral. Claude likewise, I have set it up, and once the response is generated, it will be sent back to the chat interface. Yeah. So for the time being, I already have set OpenAI and Mistral because I have to pay for these APIs. Mistral offers us an option to do experiments, so that's why it's free. I have chosen it. So for now, we'll be using only 2 models, and depending on your needs, we can go up to maximum of using 10 models. And there are some wide, and there are some many LLM models like Gemini, Hugging Face. Likewise, according to our preference, we can use any model. Yeah, that's the basic concept of this dashboard plus the automation. Now we'll do a testing and see how this is gonna function. Okay, I'll execute the workflow. Yeah, I have selected OpenAI here. I just type a message, bold hi. Yeah, it generated us a response from my AI agent. Now let's go and see. Yeah, so test 1, the model selector node has successfully sent the query to the OpenAI's chat model. Yeah, just see. Is there human message, and he has the output from the OpenAI. Now I change the model and see. In this case, I need to use Mistral. Okay, yeah. So this is the Mistral's response. Yeah. Now it has selected the second route. The message has been sent to the Mistral's API. So here's the log here. This was the output from the Mistral. Yeah, that's the beauty of this workflow. Different LLM models have strength in different areas. If you're using it for coding, I recommend to use Claude because, as I see, Claude is focused more on writing code type. So in this case, if you're a person who lives in like Europe, then you can use Mistral. Then it will be easier when it to deal with the European language. Likewise, every model has a strength in area, and people also prefer some models over others. In this case, it will eliminate that we don't have to buy the pro plan of all of those things. We can use according to our preference, and we can pay as they go. So it will save you so much of money. That's about it. Now let's move and build this workflow from scratch. Okay, for us to start building this app, we need 2 AI tools for this. To build the front-end chat interface, I'd be using this LLaMA. This is a no-code in AI tool, and I find it pretty user-friendly to custom build custom solutions like this. And as for the workflow automation and building now AI agent, I'd be using this workflow automation tool called N18. This is the most powerful workflow automation tools available in the market right now. Okay, moving further, I have designed my prompt according to my needs, and it's also available in the description. You can go there and download it and start practicing building this type of solutions. When you are comforted with building, then you can go on your own. Okay, so as the first step, I'll give this command to LLaMA. The LLaMA is working on the front-end dashboard. It will take some time. Until then, we set up our webhook configuration settings in N18. Okay, I have set up the webhook trigger. The HTTP method will be as post, and this is a webhook URL. So I will copy it. I will replace this with the actual webhook. Yeah, LLaMA has done creating the chat interface. This is how it look like. So in here we can select our respective chat model. I prefer this chat interface and our previous one, and we can change the switch between the light and dark mode. That's about it. Now let's integrate the webhook into this code. I gave the command to integrate the code into this chat interface. Okay, now webhook has been hard-coded into the chat interface. Now we have to check it. First we have to get the chat within to the N810 for further automation. Here I execute the workflow. Message has been received successfully. Moving further, I will attach the basic LLM chain node, and for the prompt, I will use define below option, and you might use a message in here. Okay, now I have to attach the module separate out selectors, and number of input will be 2. In my case, if we want to use more, also we can do, but for the time being, I'll attach the OpenAI chat module and the Mistral Cloud chat module. I have already set up my credentials. It's pretty straightforward. You can go to the OpenAI and Mistral's website, and they have given clear instructions to set up the credentials to create the API keys. Okay, now we have to configure the settings for the module 1, and now we have to add the rule. And as for the conditions, we use in the selected module schema over here. And I have to write the identical value in here. Score OpenAI. Okay, now the second. Score Mistral. Okay, now the settings within the module selector is done. Now we'll run this, but it will obviously make an error because the selected module was DeepSeek. Now I'll save the settings and put in the data, and now we have to check it again. Again, now I just type I have selected Mistral, so don't worry about this for the moment. I come back to here, moving further. Yeah. Yes, also the selected module comes as Mistral in simple. I have typed it in capital. I have changed it. Now it has to work without any errors. I'll try again. Yeah, now it has worked. Success. It has generated as a response. Now we have to connect the response to webhook node, and the response must be text, and we must drag and drop the output from the basic LLM chain over here. This is what the output which will be visible in the chat interface. Okay, now we'll execute the step. Okay, as I said earlier, when you type a message in here, it says orders generated a workflow was started message. But I have still haven't given the command to display the response that was given by the basic LLM chain. So that's what we are gonna do now. I come to prompt, and now here it says display the AI response. So I have given all the necessary data, so I just want to copy and paste it. Okay, now I'll refresh the workflow. I believe now everything is gonna work smoothly. Now let's type the message. Yeah, that's one more thing I have to say. In here the response must be changed. In here the rest must be changed to using to a book node. Then only it will work. Now I'll execute the workflow again. Yeah. So it has worked flawlessly and have triggered the Mistral AI's chat mode. Okay, now let's check the OpenAI chat model and see. I know this gonna happen because it's in simple. We have to change according to that. In here I have to change the exact wording as in the schema from the webhook. Okay, moving second again. Yeah, it's working flawlessly now. Yazzie, now we can checkmate any model. That's about this solution. That you grab the core concept of this workflow. Plus the checked interface. If you have stayed on the end of this video, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing to our channel and let's meet again with another cool work.